A wall still separated the Soviets-occupied East from the free West. There she worked as a civilian for the United States Army as a teacher of German language, culture, and customs, but later became the first female education advisor and coordinator for an infantry battalion of the famous Berlin Brigade. She returned to the United States to finish her graduate studies in German and history at the University of Arizona and became a die-hard Wildcats fan as well. Job opportunity brought a move to Omaha, Nebraska, where she became one of the only 2 women stockbrokers in the largest independent local firm. Omaha also brought marriage to an Army officer whose assignments led to tours in Kansas, Virginia, and Germany, and children, one of whom graduated from Stonewall in 2001. In Germany, she was the adult continuing education coordinator for the Mainz military community. And then she was selected as the foreign language program director for Big Ben College Europe. Her program involved 350 multinational instructors teaching over 3,000 courses in 13 languages for the United States Army and traveled throughout 6 countries. Her move from Germany brought her back to Virginia, where in the fall of 1993, she began a career as a high school teacher. She began at Stonewall as a German teacher before moving to the Social Studies Department, where she has taught standard and pre-IB world history, IB 20th century history, and cultural anthropology. She has been a Belfer Scholar, a participant in the State of Virginia Seminar in Israel and Palestine, and a nominee for the State Department Teaching Exchange in the Russian Federation states. In addition, she was an Agnes Mayer Teaching Award nominee, as well as the recipient of numerous Outstanding Teacher Awards from both the Virginia's Governor's School for the Humanities and the Governor's School for Medicine. To some of you, she may only be the person who checked your pass or chased you to class on the 3rd floor, while others, she is the woman who showed you the wonders of Europe. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Maureen Ellis.
All right.
Now I can see. We may affirm absolutely, that nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion. Honored guests, esteemed colleagues, Stonewall families and friends, class of 2006. I have to admit I was a bit overwhelmed by your invitation tonight, and not wanting to disappoint you, I decided I'd better do my homework. I started to study and research commencement speakers, and I decided I'd start with my own. But you know, I must be getting old, because I can't remember a thing that the speakers taught me, or what they said when I was in high school. But I know they inspired me. So then I looked back at Stonewall speakers for inspiration. We all know that my jokes aren't any good and I'm the only one that laughs. And I'm not running for political office. Nor do I want my colleagues mad at me for speaking for 25 minutes. So I've decided to be myself, keep it very simple, and talk about something I know. You. Yeah, a short time ago you began your journey to school, standing at the bus stop wearing your Power Ranger backpack, and humming the wheels on the bus go round and round. And before you knew it, your seatmate on the cheese wagon was nudging you, pulling on your headsets, and telling you to wake up, you're at Stonewall. That fateful year you became one of us, with the help of student mentors who taught you how to navigate those unrenovated hallways. They warned you of unknown meat, crowded stairwells, and teachers who they were convinced had flying monkeys in their employ. Though you didn't know your class schedule and you didn't know where you were going, you knew you were on the bottom of the social ladder. Freshman. And all the upperclassmen kept saying how cute and little you were. In what seems the blink of an eye, you grew up and became toga-wearing seniors scrambling up a rock, half freezing and howling at the traffic on Rixloo Lane and flaunting your violation of the dress code at the incoming buses. You wanted to show the world you were on top. You were seniors. But we knew you only had a case of premature senioritis. After numerous sporting events, concerts, conventions, competitions, quizzes, tests, projects, and finally, the last final of last Friday, you're graduating. Now, I know some of you were disappointed that your senior class officers didn't get Oprah here tonight. Think on the bright side, the price is right. I know some of you didn't have me as a teacher, or some of you are convinced that I know some flying monkeys personally. But you know, in 30 years, it's not going to matter. You're not going to remember me or what I say. But you are going to remember those special teachers who have touched your lives. Perhaps it's someone like Mr. Zolman. Not only shared his love of music, but also taught you the true meaning of courage during the last year of his life. This program is filled with special teachers. You know, they kind of remind me of the Queen from Alice in Wonderland. No, not the part where she says, "Off with your head." No, I'm going to share an excerpt that reminds me of them.
That's what he would have said. Did you hear what he said?
"There's no use trying," said Alice. "You just can't believe in impossible things." "I dare say you haven't had much practice," said the Queen. "When I was your age, I'd do it a half an hour each day. I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Your special teachers have believed in you and what you can do if you try. They see something in you that no one else sees. Your potential. Something so deep within you, it can't be measured by an SOL or an international exam. Something so deep in you that they have taught you to recognize it and cultivate it. So here you sit, prepared to leave your childhood behind and to take on the greatest challenge to your potential and the belief in impossible things. Life. It is a struggle. It's filled with mistakes and failures that can be turned into lessons and accomplishments if you decide to continue your pursuit of your potential. Never, never let others define you on the basis of your color, your beliefs, your gender, or your income. Never believe that you can't, or that things are fine just the way they are. Complacency prevents us from taking chances and can trap us into lives without meaning. As Kafka wrote, because I had to use a German, it's often safer to be in chains than to be free. But I say, break the chains of your past if they have prevented you from attaining your potential. Guard your spirits from our society because of its rampant materialism. It would measure you by what you have and not what you do. And your deeds, class of 2006, no matter how simple, will give your life meaning. I'm going to close by saying something to you that I've been telling you the first time I met you. Never forget that the most important resource that this country has is you. Dream things that never were, and ask, why not? Congratulations.